I'm finding that the main number one reason why a lot of people get up and get themselves up out of here, guys, is safety. Okay, people want to feel safe. People want to know that they straight. Okay, um, and that usually when they leave, they're looking for a safer option. Now, the studio is not quiet today. It just is what it is. I apologize for that. Um, but yeah, most people who leave, they are looking for a safer environment. You know, especially people of color. You know, I mean, let's be real. Let's call a thing a thing. Um, in America, okay? We're talking about the United States today, all right? We're talking about like leaving, you know? We're talking about why some people go to other countries, all right? And some of those countries that's not the best for us, okay? Um, and one of the number one reasons, you heard it here, okay, is safety. Now, some people also do it for economic issues or inflation or um, unemployment. Or I'm noticing some people do it for as a retirement plan, okay? And then I'm noticing some people just simply want to travel the world, okay? Some people just want to travel. Um, some people do it for location. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Ugh, let me see. What's this button do? Lord, I don't know. This is funny. Hold on, let me see. Wow, what is that? Oh, God. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a lot going on. A lot going on. I'm trying to, like, mess with this. And I don't know what that does. It's too much stuff. I don't know what it do. So, anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. But, like, some people also leave. Okay, they leave for economic issues, all right? Some people simply just want to travel, you know? Um, some people leave for location, okay? Sometimes they want to live where it's more tropical, more nice. And then also I'm starting to realize that a lot of people leave for a better quality of life too, you know, because what I'm finding about being an American is, or from the United States, um, or a Westerner, it's crazy. Like, I'm starting to realize that now. Hold on. What is going on and why are you doing that? Anyway. um, some people do it just due to the cost of living too, you know, in their area. But again, some people want to live on the beach, you know, or off the beach and don't want to pay the prices in America, you know? Because like what I was gonna tell y'all and what I was trying to tell y'all that I have realized is us in America, I really feel like somebody told us that like it was like the best, you know, and I've been doing my research and I don't really think that anymore. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second now. Do I know what the best is? No, I don't. I don't. I sure don't. Oh, my kids getting loose. Like, wow. Oh my God. I cannot wait for school to start back. Um, Usually I didn't care. Like this whole summer I haven't been caring. You know, I'm that type of parent. Or I'm just that type of person. You know, I'll get used to one routine and then I'll be like, dang, when another one gotta start. But go on here, let's start. Jesus. Okay, thank you. So shout out to that. But again, now I want to talk the pros and cons, okay, of leaving America with y'all. All right, living abroad. All right. Now I want to talk the pros of okay, hold on. The first thing I want to start out talking about with you are the pros. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. What does that mean? What? Child, you mean to tell me I could have had a filter? Yeah, and I ain't never had no filter. Girl, shut it down. You better shut it down. I'm too through, YouTube. Why y'all ain't telling me I could have had a filter? Cause I like a little filter every now and then. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. Again, let me tell y'all something. YouTube has something called watch time. And with that being said, like, hold on. Before I just get out of here real quick. So YouTube has something called watch time, right? And like what that is like it's the time that people have to watch you in order for them to monetize you. Okay. And with that being said, they have to watch you 4,000 hours. So like I gotta give y'all 4,000 hours to watch. You know? Like bottom line. So with that being said, y'all, lives are gonna get lengthy, okay? They are. And well I hope so. Let's hope. Okay, let's hope. All right, because you know I still got a life and stuff like that. I still got a life, but like no, like Soldier Boy said, I'm ready to crank that. Okay, yeah, I am. I'm ready to crank that. So hold on, y'all. Let me go get my light. Let me go get my light, okay? Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Cut off that little bitty TV. Turn it off and unplug it, baby. Turn it off and unplug it for your mama. Mm. Okay. Okay. Ooh, Lord. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I wish I just had a little bit more space, though. You know, more space would be luxurious, but I ain't mad at it. Let me see. Like, yeah, more space would be luxurious, but I ain't mad at it. But I'm serious. Sometimes I be wanting a standing up set, you know, like you don't know, you know, and with not a lot of space and rooms and stuff like that, you might run into some type of trouble. But anyway, we could talk life as a content creator soon on Chit Chat. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Mommy's working. I already told y'all that. So anyway, Now these are the, again, let me tell y'all, hold on. So again, now I want to share with y'all the pros, okay, of um moving abroad, okay? And let me tell y'all, there's some terms that I didn't know what they meant, okay, until now. All right, like expat. I didn't know what an expat was, okay, until now. And apparently, an expat is somebody that lives outside of their country, okay? So if you go to another country from where you from and start living, then you're an expat, all right? Hold on. Especially if you still have ties to your country. So let me take that back. If you have a country here, I mean, a country. If you have a business here, right, that's like um, United States based, right? Um, I'm sorry, my mind started thinking a little bit. If you have a business here that's United States based and then you move to another country and still run your business, then that makes you an expat, okay? A foreigner, but also an expat. And then another term that I didn't know what it was is living abroad, okay? Like living abroad, it means to live outside of your country, okay? Now, let's talk about some pros for living abroad. Some of the pros are, upon my research, this is what I realized. Some people are able to live way more comfortably, okay, outside of America. And it's crazy too because as Americans, we have been taught that like, no, it's the best here. Hold on one second. It's the best here. People just want to be here. You know, it's all of that, all of that. And it ain't. It ain't. It is not. It's not. It's not. Okay. So let me repeat what I just said before I had to leave. I said that a lot of people in America that don't have any travel experience or any knowledge of what goes on outside of the United States, um, they're like sadly informed. You know, a lot of those people think that America is the cream of the crop, you know, and people are just banging down the door to get here, okay? And like I've been doing my research, y'all. That's not true, okay? That is not true, okay? And a lot of Americans, let me say this again, a lot of Americans who leave the states, they experience a better life, okay? In other countries. Some of the countries that we thought were desperate to get here. Okay, imagine that. Now, some people, so one pro is they do it for savings, okay, to save. They go somewhere else, live way better for way less, okay? That's what my research finds. They also do it for peace. Some people like the peace that comes with moving to another country. And I know life can be really, really busy here in the States. It can. Where there's just always this this busy, going. Constant state and in a constant state of doing, you know, cycle here in the States. And I've noticed that a lot of people that move from America, even when they move to cities, fast cities, they still all mention a sense of peace, you know, that comes with relocating. And okay, so number one reason why people leave America is for savings. Okay, well, no. The number one reason is safety, but we talking about pros. So the number one pro is savings. Okay, they leave to save some money. The number two reason that they leave America for other countries is for peace. You know, a peace of mind. Um, Now, the number three pro, okay, for leaving America and moving to another country will be time freedom, okay? These people are free to do way more. They like the it seems that they like the lifestyle of having less constraints and deadlines and essentially stuff to do, kinda, you know. Um, and 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 I've seen several of them mention that they feel like they are able to focus. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what they got going on. Um, and pursue their passions, you know, and pursue their purposes and stuff like that. And so, if you just now getting here, welcome. I'm Shay Renee, and this is my channel, okay? Where we talk all things celebrity gossip, news, and trending topics, okay? And right now, we are talking. We're doing a show segment called Chit Chat, all right? And that's where we chit chat about different things, whatnot, whatever the topic is. And today, you see it in the title. The topic is um the worst places for people, for black people, okay, to move, to travel to be like that. um and again, i have I saw a lot of I got this list from a well-traveled black American woman, okay. um And so we talking the pros of why they move. And hold on, I got one, two, three pros down already. Okay. So then the fourth pro of why people move, they move for financial freedom. Okay. The freedom to comfortably, y'all. I mean, I have did my research. Okay. And this topic, yeah, I feel like dragging it a little bit. I do, because I'm very, very interested. You know, I'm very interested in this topic. It just is what it is. In hopes of something, you know, something good coming out of it. But again, they do it for financial freedom and freedom to comfortably provide for their families as well as themselves. Okay. These people are not struggling, okay, like we are in the States. They're not. It's not. They're not, okay? They not penny pinching, and they not living paycheck to paycheck is what I'm finding, okay? I'm finding that they actually living a lot better than they were, okay, here in the States. Now I talked about the pros, okay? We ran through, let me tell y'all what we talked about so far. Um, so far, we talked about the reasons why people leave, you know, and after that, we talked about the pros to leaving, all right? And now we're about to get into the cons of leaving America, okay? I always wanna, hold on, let me see something real quick. Because I told y'all about them watch hours, and it is what it is. Like, them watch hours is slowly turning me into a vlogger, you know? And I can honestly say, y'all, I wasn't trying to do all of that. If you will. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. Let's see. Yeah. I think that's okay, huh? That's alright. I like that a little bit. Let me see. See. Child, my kids done broke my damn thing. They broke it, honey. It's broke. And I haven't had a chance to, I think I want to glue it. Period. I think I want to glue it because, like, I'm so, like, my kids have broken so much stuff, y'all. I mean, it just is what it is. So, anyway, shout out to that. No, don't shout out to that, but yeah, anyway. I'm moving on from that. Let me see, that's the only thing about this thing that's annoying. Why would it do that? Hold on. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, that sucks. I don't like that. Let me see. Child, but yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yes. No. You need to chill anyway. Chill with your brother. No, I mean, chill. No, relax. It's okay. I didn't mean to say that. I like when y'all, like, yeah, how y'all are right now. I like that. So it is what it is. Anyway, let me see. I think I will figure out a way to do this. So, like, yeah, these, don't get me started. Like, it's like, yeah, there it is. There it is, and there you go. So anyway, um, so anyway, there it is. There it is, right there, baby. That's how I like to see it, right there. Shout out to that. But listen. So, again, let's get caught up. The pros of why people leave America is savings, to save some money. Peace is way more peaceful in other places. Time freedom. They have way more time, okay, to like just be. You know, way more time to be like Shay Renee and not a worker and a mom and a wife. And, you know, like just all these different titles that can overpower who we are sometimes, right? And then they also have financial freedom. Way more money. Way more money to do things that they want to do with and for their family. Um, and then they do it for location too. Location. Because they are able to sustain. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Again, I'm just checking stuff out. What's this? What? Okay, at least 1 minute of video is needed to. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. What does this mean right here? Oh, okay. Hold on. Mm. All right. So anyway, and then again, location. Okay, they do it to be able to afford some of the most beautiful. Yeah, I mean for real, the most beautiful. Like these, my little time researching expats and like people living abroad and stuff like that. Y'all know what I found out? I found out that um man, some of these people go to the most beautiful places, okay, and live. That like you just wouldn't be able to afford here in America. You know, one, America might not even have, you know, that type of beauty, you know, to provide us with anyway. You know, because I'm talking about vacation destinations, okay? A lot of people move to. So, yeah, that's a pro, okay? To me, that's the pro. And then some of the cons. Let's get into some of the reasons why people leave America. I mean, the cons, some of the cons that a lot of people don't want to talk about that comes with leaving though. Lonely. I noticed a lot of them talk about being lonely. I saw it. It gets lonely, and you just have less like it's like your sim, for those of you who know the sims game, like you just unable to socialize, like people need other people, to talk to and stuff like that. We need to be able to converse and all of that type of stuff, right? So loneliness, it gets really really lonely living abroad, I saw, without a companion. Okay, that's a con about leaving the States. It can get lonely. You can miss your family, you can miss your friends and stuff like that. And they don't come to visit. Like when you leave the States, it's gonna be rare. Probably really rare to get a lot of visits, if any. I saw one lady who explained like nobody was coming to see her, and like she was irritated. She was very very irritated that nobody was coming to see her. Um, and she was like, "I'm only in Mexico," you know. So like it gets lonely, all right. Living on your own, living abroad, and then so keep that in mind. You got to keep that in mind that like if you do decide to leave the States, for a better life for you and your family, yeah, type ish. Um, I'm not saying that's exactly what's gonna happen, but I'm saying it has happened for a lot of people. Let me say that. But again, if you do decide to take that leap, okay, of faith, then you will have to know that like it gets lonely. All right, it gets really lonely. It seems like, okay. And then now, Another con, okay, to leaving the States, leaving America would be falling in love with a location. Falling in love with a location and not the people. Like you like the place, but not necessarily the people. You and the people don't vibe, or vice versa. You love the people, but the place really ain't all of that. Um, I've seen a lot of people move to places and then commented that it wasn't what they thought it was gonna be. As far as different things, the system, the government, the infrastructure, the locals being weird, feeling like they running scams, being feeling like you're being taken advantage of because you're a foreigner or you're a tourist, you looked at like a tourist or something like that. This is what I've seen a lot of people that leave the country run into. Okay, so it's a con. It made the list as a con. Um, And then let me just say this though. For instance, like Ghana. Ghana was showing up, and I said was Ghanaians. So don't come for me, okay? I did. I said it was. It was showing up on my radar as like a place that wasn't so friendly, okay? To some of us, not so inviting to expats and people who look like that from the States. I was seeing that a lot of people was going and leaving. But I can honestly say after sticking around and just keep researching it, seeing what I could find, I did see some good stories, what I'm saying, come about in Ghana. Lots of good stories about how like it's easier to start businesses and stuff down there, a little less hard, if you will, than we have it to get their businesses started. So, um, a lot of business owners are expats, if you will. A lot of them, believe it or not. Um, but yeah, believe it or not, a lot of people's employer, for real, might be walking around with a backpack, for real, with their whole life in a backpack right now. Seriously, believe it or not. Because like this is what I'm realizing. Like a lot of business owners become expats and they just use their little money to travel the world. Um and it's really, really true. Like I saw a 21-year-old make a comment about how in 2 years, after the next 2 years, his plans are to let people run his businesses and then travel, leave the states to go travel the world. And it just made so much sense to me. It did. Like so much just stuff started coming to me about how many people have been in that position for so long, and I never understood how they were able to do it. I never asked. It was just, yeah. But it makes so much more sense to me now, because like, remind you, I got my first apartment when I was young, like 18. And like ever since I've been being a renter, I would notice that like some people uh like would be in other countries, renting to me from other countries though. Um so yeah, it just really, really makes sense about like how a lot of the world works, now. Just it is what it is. But and then another reason why though, I'm sorry, I just want to share a little story with y'all. But another reason why a lot of people leave, another con about leaving your country is sometimes you can get somewhere and you just treat it downright nasty, just flat out nasty. Which again, this is why we talking about the list of the worst countries to visit. Okay, for people of color, it is what it is. And so we're on the cons, the con list to moving abroad, okay? And that's leaving the country. When you decide to leave the country, one of the third con is it's boring. It's just boring. Um, there's really only so much that you can do. And I feel like it's a culture shock that goes on, and I feel like it's really, really hard to communicate with the locals sometimes. So it seems like it's lonely. It does. It seems like it gets really lonely and really boring sometimes. And even though I noticed that a lot of expats are working people, a lot of them are working people. They still come. Their lifestyles just seem so boring. Still, even with the workload. It's just different. It seems like their daily routines get shortened in a way. I've noticed. I've watched so many. And it's like the same routine. They go in, they go out for food, they come back in, you know. Go back out for food, come back in. It's a little sightseeing here and there, occasional partying here and there. But it's like almost in this constant state of chilling, and like a vocation. Not vocation, vacation mode to me, if you will. And like for some folks, like me, I know I would need I know I need more substance than that. But again, I have saw them spend money, to compensate being bored. But again, this is another con to leaving the States, leaving your family, leaving your friends, leaving your life behind to essentially live a better life. You're going to get bored, and it's going to be boring. So, like, yeah, you really have to be ready for that ride. And again, we're talking the pros and the cons right now. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it so far. Let me, y'all jump in my comments and let me know what y'all think. Is one outweighing the other to you, or what do you think? Um, and the last con, okay, that I have, that because this is my personal list, um just after doing my research and watching several uh expats, several couples, single. Most expats are single. In fact, that's what I didn't see. I didn't see a lot of families. In fact, I think a few. I saw a few. But yeah, the last con that I would say that I have on my list would be it's just like a state of never fully belonging. You know, if you leave your country or essentially where you from. But a lot of ex a lot of expats feel that way before they even leave. So but it's like they never it's almost like they always feel like being an outsider. It's a constant feeling of being an outsider, if you will. Okay. But Yes, and if you listen, if you made it this far, you have made it all the way to the list, okay? Finally, right? The list. But like I could not wait to share with y'all. No. No, sir. No, sir. I'll let you know. I will let you know. Brothers, like they cannot get along and then hate me apart. Anyway, it is what it is. I love my babies down. But yeah, if you made it this far, like I cannot wait to share what I had learned. And like it's so much more, you guys. Well, not that much, but it is. It's a lot more. But I was so happy, okay? So happy to share with my audience, okay, what I learned. Because one, I know that this is a hot topic for so many, okay? So many and so plenty. And like if y'all know me, then y'all know I like helping people. You know, it is what it is. I love to help. I love to encourage. And I really like giving people knowledge of things that they had no knowledge of. Um, I like giving them encouragement when they don't have it or when they need it. And yeah, so I just feel like, you know, this was like, I don't know, it was like gonna be perfect for my journey. You know, not just my journey, because you know, we're all on a journey in life. We're all trying to get something, you know, ultimately. You know, we have goals, a lot of us. Um, and so like, yeah, I thought this particular topic, okay, leaving the United States of America will be great. Not just for my journey, but for my show segment, Chit Chat, okay, which that's what this is, guys, okay? And right now, Chit Chat, it airs every single Thursday, all right? You can just come chit chat with your girl, Shay Renee, you know, like just take the topics in and like, you know, see what you think for yourself. It is what it is. Like, really just, you know, see you know, what you get out of it, you know. So yeah, shout out to that. And shout out to all of us, you know what I'm saying, who doing our thing, you know, and doing it together. Doing our thing and doing it together. I love that for us, okay? So shout out to that. All right. And then after that, so like yeah, like I said, if you got this far, then you made it. All right, let's get to the list. All right. Now again, like I said, this list came from several black women, and all of these women were like, I would say, world travelers. Okay, I mean world travelers. Like, I mean, these women go from, how can I put it? Like, they go from one country and like go through it. So like imagine the United States, right? Where most of us live. Um Most of us watching this program anyway, okay? And so like imagine living in United States and then saying, okay, I'm going on vacation. And then when you go on vacation, you go to Florida, you go to Cali, you go to New York, and you even visit I don't know, because it's not a lot of places I deal with and fool with. Georgia, okay? Let's just say that. I said New York, I said Florida, I said Cali, and Georgia. 4 places, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. Um, like, these ladies get all of, really all of everything that you can get, okay, out of a country. A lot of these women who gave their opinion on the worst countries for people of color to travel, okay? So shout out to the ladies, shout out to the beautiful ladies. One of the ladies' name who actually did the whole interviewing, her name is Stephanie Perry. Okay, so shout out to Stephanie Perry and her channel. Hello, Stephanie. Your channel is so inspiring and it inspired me in a lot of different ways to even share some of this information with my audience. Okay, so shout out to that. But listen, one of the women chose China. Okay, Hefei, China. Now, some of these places, like, bear with me. Okay, bear with me because I'm not sure if I'm saying them correctly, and I sure wasn't like, yeah, get no help with the spelling. So it is what it is. I wrote it down how it sounded. So wait, go light on me. Okay, it is what it is. And then they also named Morocco. Now in China, they act like um I think it's like I see. Hold on. Okay. In China, it seemed like they used the word Asians, okay? And if they didn't, I'm wrong, and I apologize. But it seemed like they said that, like, they're not really fond of darker skinned people. So they tend to, like, be downright rude, one lady shared her experience, and they were very rude, nasty, um downright just like seemingly didn't fool with blacks. Okay, it is what it is. That's what one lady said was her experience. Okay, in Hefei, China. All right. And then another place that was recommended or named and put down for travel one of the worst countries to go to was, or I mean, sorry, is Morocco. Okay, Morocco as well. Um, the Moroccan people allegedly are not very welcoming, okay, to people of color. Another place, Egypt. I'm sorry, some of these places I got the city and I don't know, is it a state? I don't know. But like I said, Hefei, China, but then some of them I didn't. Um, but Egypt as well. Now let me just say this. I will say that I saw one person seem to be thriving and doing okay in Egypt. But I didn't do my research on him or his channel, okay, enough to see like if he agreed with the ladies or he didn't. Okay, I just saw him living in Egypt. He was a person of color living in Egypt. Okay. But then okay, another place that made the list is Hanoi, Lockman, or something like that. Lockman, Vietnam. I know that it's in Vietnam. Okay, it made the list. Worst country. All right, for people who look like that to travel in. You just um, and then India. India kept making this list. Okay, it kept coming out of a lot of people's mouth. Okay. And what was said was a lot of Indian people, well, a lot of countries, okay, in India were just not so welcoming, all right, to expats, in particular the black ones, okay. India is supposed to be like really, really like, and this is all alleged, okay. I have not done. I haven't been to India myself. Okay, I'm just going off of uh, opinions of people who have traveled to the country. Okay, other YouTubers, if you will. And they say that India is like into color, light skin, if you will. Okay, not too fond of the darker people, even the people who come from there. Okay. And then they said that in China it's like that as well. And then one lady, she said Italians in Italy, rude, okay, to specifically Africans. She said that African Americans are treated better in Italy because they're foreigners. They're like, okay, you're gonna spend some money, so let me be nicer. But for some reason, they're not that nice with Africans. Allegedly, they're not too fond of Africans. Okay. And the one lady who gave her opinion on that, said that due to that, she would sometimes have to leave a lot of stores, a lot of stores because how she was treated, based off of customer service in Italy, if you will, okay? And so like she had mixed feelings though. I would say that. Let me just say to her credit, well to I guess Italy's credit, she did have mixed feelings because she did say that that is one of her favorite countries, ever. But she said because she's a shopper or whatnot, she likes to shop. Okay. So Florence, Italy, and Rome did make this list. Okay. Again, I didn't make the list. I am just here to report on it. All right. And then, so Hong Kong, China, and Taiwan made this list. Sheen, China, also made this list. Now, remind you, one, two, three. China made it three times by three different people. Okay. Um, and they said something about like Chinese people, the people in China were like, not so nice, but kind of rudely being touchy, almost treating her like an exhibit, if you will. Almost to the point where, like people like to touch your hair and, just unwanted touching, a whole lot of staring, boldly pointing. Some folks crossing this other side of the street, while fussing in their language. I mean, just downright, you don't want to go back, make you not want to come back. And so, like, yeah. And then the last one to make the list before I add my own is Australia. Um, Australia makes the list. Okay, everyone. So shout out to that too as well. Like word on the curb, they are just like not too fond of all this beauty that we come with, you know. So it is what it is. And then I did tell y'all that I was gonna add my own, which I'm kind of sort of adding my own, but I'm not because Stephanie already added the United States. So it is what it is. But I'm definitely adding the United States um, for lots of different reasons. Lots of different reasons that are kind of hard to get into, honestly, because it's really quite sad. Especially when you know that like you're still living in it and you have family and friends and stuff like that still dealing with it as well. So yeah, but like it's a lot, that I would say that they could do better. on, lots of things. Like, let me say, the healthcare is okay. Um, Even though I wish it was different, I wish it was different. I wish it could be different. Um, the credit system, I don't agree with the credit system at all. I wish we could do away with that here. I think the United States could really benefit from operating like other countries sometimes, because I saw a lot of expats say that when they enter a country, they don't have to stay um, as long. I mean, hold on. I'm sorry. I take that back. They said that it's not hard to get a place. When you get to another country, it's not this, oh, we gotta check your credit. And it's not this, oh, do you have a job? Like, show your check stubs. It's not that. You don't have to do that. You don't run into that. It's just more like, I saw two people say, but this was particularly in Ghana. This was in Ghana, okay? And again, as Chit Chat begins to soar, if you will, and I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. As we begin to grow, okay, and as the show begins to go on and on and on and on, because we're gonna talk about this until we feel like we talked about everything we need to talk about, and then we still probably gonna talk about it some more on Chit Chat, right? Because I like it, right? I'm interested in it, and I told you guys that it's so much more to learn. I don't know, man. I don't know half of what there is to know. Okay. So anyway, oh, I forgot what I was telling y'all. Yeah, again, a lot of places in Ghana. I saw two different expats say that they just want the rent up front, which it can kind of be hard, depending on who you ask. Um, but they that's the only thing. Some of them want 12 months up front, which, like, I, they said, that's kind of scary, to think that, like, you finna get these people all this money and then they might not come fix stuff. Um, and then especially for somebody that's new to the country, that's a lot to ask. But again, no credit check, no, you gotta have this job here, to get you a place over your head. Like, I feel like here, I feel like we do a way better job of making it easier for our people to get a roof over their head, okay? I feel like the housing system is weird and thrown off. I also feel like if you're the credit system. I don't agree with the credit system. I don't like it, and to me, it should be trashed. I feel like if your residents, okay, or your citizens have the money to purchase land, property, get homes built, let them do it. You know, let them do it. you know, Without all of this foolery. If you ask me, it's just it just doesn't make a lot of sense, okay, to me. So, we have that. We have the housing system. It's just trash the way they do it here. Um, And then what's another thing? Yeah, easier to open up a business too. Don't make it so hard. Make it easier. You know, um, But again, living in America, we see a lot of foreign people open up businesses and it seems easy. So I think it's weird how countries do that. Okay, because again, I was doing my research, and I ran across a young lady in Ghana that said that it was easier to open a business in Ghana versus here. You know, she said it's kind of like more of who you know there or whatever. You know, but she opened up a restaurant. Okay. What else? Um, the cost of living. I feel like the cost of living in America is way too high, way too expensive, way too overpriced. I'm finding that a lot of countries they just get to enjoy their lives, you know, like way more. It's almost to the point where they make us feel like we're entitled to something, but it's not. It's not that. I do think we're entitled to a great quality of life. You know, I do. We are. You know, so yeah, I don't know. You know, I really don't know. But again, I think these are the things that make America not the greatest place to live. Okay, um, in my opinion, this is all my opinion. And lastly, you know, the safety. The safety of the Americans is just it's too much. You know, it's just way too much violence and crime here, you know. And then the authorities, you know, harming the people is just like crazy, you know. And yeah, it's really crazy and it's pushing, you know, sometimes. Seriously, like I really feel like it is again the number one reason why a lot of people will leave, you know, and never look back. Seriously. You know, just to the simple fact that like, yeah, nobody wants to live in a place that is unsafe, you know, and a place, cause man, listen, that's one thing that I can say out of doing my research. A lot of these places, and it's hard. It's really hard to. It's really hard to admit. I believe for a lot of people that some of these places are safer than what we've been dealing with. No, no, hold on. I'm almost done. You know what I'm saying? Some of these places are safer. You know, imagine that. Like one of the ladies on this list, one of the ladies who talked about the worst places for us said that place, her favorite place ever is Mexico City. Okay? Mexico City. So like yeah, I just wanted to yeah, come chit chat with y'all. And I want you to tell me what you think. You know, what do you think about everything you just heard? Let me know. Don't forget to jump in my comments and let me know. And when I see you guys next time, uh, we'll do some more chit chatting, okay, about life abroad. All right, and like leaving the states. What's that like? What is that like for a lot of people? Um, so yeah, Don't forget to keep it right here. I love you all. And I especially love y'all for loving me. I will be back later on tonight, okay? When the time is right, I'm coming back. Shout out to that. We're gonna talk some Cardi B, all right, on my next video. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, bye. I appreciate you all. See y'all on my next video.